Alright folks, I'm Michael. This is Vintage Diesel Equipment Service. If it's your first time here, welcome back. Or welcome. If it's, well, you know, anyway. Behind me, well, this is not what we usually do. Before all you bug people line up, okay? All hollering at me. We don't usually do this, we do tractor stuff. But I got hollered at about this by a good friend, and well, after we all get older, sometimes have to have surgeries and we can't make it to the fun stuff we want to do with our toys, and we wind up in, well, situations like this. We're all gonna go there, I promise you. You ain't gonna outrun time. So with that said, you're looking at, well, basically years of redoing what time is busy undoing. And with that said, unlike anything in our normal videos, I'm gonna hit you with some verbiage. So expect some stuff on the screen, and maybe look at this vehicle while we catch up to speed. Anyway, the Volkswagen Beetle, officially the Volkswagen Type 1 for you Volkswagen enthusiasts out there, was an economy car that was built by Volkswagen from 1938 until 2003. It has a rear engine design, yep, and a popular two-seat body style, two-door body style. The car was made popular by films like Herbie. It led to the car's production of 21,529,464 cars. With that said, the Beetle is the longest running and most manufactured car of a single platform ever made. That is quite the accomplishment. The car, despite an unfortunate beginning, has been a staple in car culture ever since. It was originally dubbed the People's Car. It began as an affordable car with modest means. However, the People's Car would find its way into many different disciplines within the auto sports world. And I mean many. Even today. That said, it has led to a massive group of folks who collect, restore, and show these fantastic little cars. I'll try to make sure I get as many pictures and whatnot as I can in here so that you know what I'm talking about. But they turned this something into a lot more than what your grandparents ran out and purchased from the dealership whenever it was built. Today we'll be working with a 67 Beetle, and this particular unit has been lovingly named Emily by its owner. If you're curious, well, back at the butt of this Beetle, it's missing some hardware. Okay, and there it sits. It was not stock. Peek, nope, you don't get to see it yet. Anyway, I happen to have the owner here with me, and he's a good friend of mine, and we're gonna try and get this thing ready. Derek, aren't you taking it to Dub Splash?
May 12th.
May 12th. This car will be seen at Dub Splash in, I believe it is Dallas, Texas. So, so I'll try to provide a link to that if you're interested. With that said, I'm gonna let the owner kind of catch you up to speed with where the car began, where it's been with him, and where it's headed. So we're gonna give him just a moment. I'm gonna ditch this here. Yeah, I told you I actually had a script. I know, first time ever Vintage Diesel's ever done something like that, and I didn't stick straight to the script. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not good at scripts. I didn't do good at school like that either. So with that said, I'm gonna let Derek kind of catch you up to speed, and then maybe we can walk over and have a look at the new power plant and trans. He can catch up to speed with that. Just by the way, as you can see, there's more going on than just this, just so you know. So if you're interested, comment down below if you'd like to see more of this whole bug life thing. He has another very, I'm pretty sure it's rare because I haven't seen many in my life, and I'm almost 50, just to go ahead and date myself. So
yeah, the Bremen?
Yes.
Citation.
So eventually we'll get to have a look at that. And as you can see, we've already got a straw in the parts. If you're curious and you're all, Mike, why didn't you show us the teardown? Because you know what, there's videos out there on YouTube claiming that they could take this motor out in 20 minutes. Maybe they could with their motor. But that ain't how it went with this motor, and I didn't want to bore you with all that process, because really there's no sense in it, because we got more exciting things. We're just gonna, you know, jump to those more exciting things.
No, not with having to pull the top end off.
Yeah, because with this one having dual Webers and whatnot, you got to pull the whole top of it off to get it out. So, but
and I hate to say it's going to be even worse putting it back in.
Well, Derek, catch us up to speed with Emily.
I bought this little bug 7 years ago. Mike and I we just pulled out the third engine out of it. We got number 4 sitting over there on the cart. Originally, the little car would have had a 1500 single port in it. It had a 1600 single port in it when I first got it. I drove that a while, and some things come loose on it. The engine number 2 was put together out of that engine and another junk motor, and which didn't last very long. Engine number 3 has been in here 4 or 5 years. It's had the Webers on it for 2. The last one was a little 1641. I went to have another engine I had rebuilt, and ends up the case was bad, and the machine shop taught me into doing a 2110. So it'd be a 2110. It's got CB performance, Ponchito heads, Engel W120 cam, real Weber 44 IDFs. It should be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah. If you're curious as to how much something like that's going to run you, you may want to have your seat. We'll give you just a second. and make sure Mama's headed out of the room or something.
You might have to sit down on that one. I'm glad my old lady is cool with this stuff.
Yeah. Find you a woman that's into your hobby. You'll be there forever. But, yeah, it's you better bring a big check. Let's just say that. A big one. Bigger than you're thinking. Whatever you're thinking, maybe double.
This isn't a few $100s anymore. You're going to bump into 5 figures.
Yeah. So with that said, let's I guess we're gonna walk over here and have us a look first at the engine, because it's
pretty.
You know what? Let's go look at the transmission first. You know what? Because it's pretty too.
With the big engine, it needed a stronger transmission.
Yes, absolutely. Because basically, those transmissions, they're made of glass.
Maybe 100 horsepower.
Yeah,
maybe.
they're made of glass, and it's not when it breaks, or if it breaks, it is when it breaks, and it will break. But that dude that looks pretty fancy, we'll be honest. And then of course, we have this. And like we told you a while ago, before you think about this, and I'll try to provide links also to who he had build this. If you are interested and you decide you want to make a big check, you can go ahead and, you know, write it right out to, what was the name of the shop?
Oak Hill Automotive in Longview.
And who was the person you dealt with?
Daniel Watts, but if you can talk him into doing it, you better be patient.
There you go. Patience and a big check. 2 requirements. But that said...
But it gives you a chance to bust it up into little bits anyway.
I mean, look at it. I mean, it is a work of art, y'all. I mean, seriously. Even this part, you wouldn't think that an oil cooler could be beautiful, but look at it. It is beautiful. So, and all of this is brand new hardware. None of this is
100% all new.
All new. So, I know some of y'all are out there. I can hear you. You're like, Mike, what's with the VW porn? I know, right? For sure.
Yeah.
You know, what I learned about Volkswagen bugs, I learned as a teenager from a magazine, okay? We've all seen the VW magazines. They have fantastically crazy little cars. And what that community does is absolutely absurd. But with that said, we're gonna get some things situated so that we can get ready to put this thing in. I'm not gonna bore you with that process. But keep watching, folks, while we get Emily's new power plant all situated. So here we go. All right, folks. So we're back on the this little hot rod bug, and well, things are happening. Let me show you. That is an old transmission. That over there on the stand is a not old transmission. Things have happened here, yes. Let's not focus on this. Let's have a look in here for one. Kind of see how that's done. See that little pin that goes right there? There's gonna be a discussion about that, dude, I promise you. So let me for one, just have you look in there. Oh, it's so different. right, y'all. So
It's a neutral.
the sides together. All right, folks. So as you can see, the diff's pretty well together now. So he's gonna hook up this boot here so that it looks like this boot here, and then we're gonna top it off with fluid, and it should have us ready to put it in the car. Here we go.